There's a lot of products on the market that have big claims and they don't produce at the end of the year. This is different.
On the trial that we did was about an 80-acre field, and they split it down the center. So Magro one direction and conventional the other. Replicating same rate on both sides. We did one strip through there, two strips through there, where they reduced the rate with Magro. And the results that came out were quite shocking.
My initial expectations were that we would save 15–20% on chemical, and then the yields would be comparable. Well, the yields were actually significantly higher.
There was a significant yield bump with the Magro system.
And when we finally showed up to pick that place, you could see the difference from the highway. And the cotton looked great.
If you look at the aerial map on it, you can see where the Magro was. It's literally a 90-foot boom line in the middle of the field. The actual whole plant was covered. Normally, any kind of wind or anything, you won't get the coverage under the canopy. But Magro was able to get all the way to the bottom and a full canopy.
The Magro at the reduced rate was about 400 pounds difference than the conventional rate.
There was hands down a night and day difference in the drift. If you pull up and the conventional sprayer is spraying a lot of times if the wind's right, you can feel it hitting your face. We never had that with the Magro sprayer.
You stop on the end and you could watch it literally roll into the plant. I was spraying Ingenia with the south wind that made me very, very nervous against rice, Ingenia and Roundup. And I never not once hurt one plant sitting right next to the field. And I'm talking about a 10–15 mile an hour wind. Still got all the kill on the ends and no drift to the rice, because Roundup will smoke rice in a heartbeat.
As the growing season progressed, we never did see any damage, and we were switching chemicals back and forth.
And you got an environmental effect also when you get more of your product on your target rather than drifting off.
One day that is probably going to be legally required to have on your sprayer. That's going to be like an EPA type requirement.
So we do 20 gallons of water with our conventional sprayer when we were spraying Liberty. And using this, we did 50%, so it'd been 10 gallons of water and a half rate of the Liberty herbicide, and we got the exact same kill.
And from a number standpoint, you add that up over the course of a growing season, your savings on just chemical costs alone can be exponential. You can save a lot of money using the Magro.
So simple to install. There's no electronics, there's all that component, and the operator don't have to learn anything new.
There's a magnetic diaphragm that they put on the discharge side of the pump. So you've got your pump with your product already pre-mixed in it. Leaves the tank, goes through the pump, hits the diaphragm system of magnets, goes through your flow meter, hits the boom, and the boom has a magnet in it as well. And then our tips and our nozzle bodies are all the same.
It works exactly how it says it works. The assembly on it's simple. Cleaning is simple. It's no added pressure to the operator. There's no buttons to be switched.
So from the installers to the operators to the farmer's perspective, it is such a simple system. And then when you look at the potential that comes with that of cost reduction through chemicals, savings, and also the yield increase, again, it is a no-brainer to put on your farm. I mean, it is one of those things that, you would just pick up and say, I must have.
I can personally vouch for cutting your rate way down, so far where you wouldn't even think it would kill. I mean, if I was a farmer, it was presented to me, I would buy it.
It could pay for itself in 1 year. There's no doubt about that.
The ultimate reason that you're farming is to make money, to put food on your table. And if there's a tool out there that's going to allow you to increase your chances of making money, then why wouldn't you use it?
If you could increase your efficiency by over 100% of your spray volume, that's what this system does. That's pretty amazing to go from 30% to 70%.
Just put it on your sprayer, it's gonna make you money, the chemical's not gonna drift, you're gonna use a third of the Roundup that y'all normally spray with. And so over the course of the season, look at all the savings that you're gonna have. It's gonna kill the weeds better because the water droplets go straight to the target weed.
Anytime that you can take and double your investment in 1 year and then continue to run that for another 15 years. I think it's only a matter of getting the word out there and getting this thing started before it builds into something that every farmer is going to pick up the phone and call about.
The major benefits of the Magros: less time in the field, less chemical, less water, no moving parts, better yield. Is there anything else to say?